Good morning, this is Deepak. You can't let your problems be a problem. The measure of success is not whether you have a tough problem to deal with, but whether it is the same problem you had last year. Let's discuss how to deal with problems today. The founder of Walmart, Sam Walton, became the leading man to run the Walmart stores. The only difference between him and others was he was an excellent leader who was able to solve problems and change rather than go out of business. He demonstrated leadership in high school when he was elected student body president, led his football team to an undefeated season and state championship. After graduating from college and working for a few years, Walton served in the army during World War II. He opened Walmart number 1 on July 2nd, 1962. Walton soon added additional stores. He realized that he needed to improve the store's planning and distribution. He and his people solved the problem by creating central distribution centers. When he died in 1992, the company operated more than 1,700 stores in 42 states. Sam Walton, the small town variety store owner, had become America's number 1 retailer. Effective leaders like Sam Walton always rise to challenge. While other retailers complained about competition, Walton rose above it by solving his problems with creativity and tenacity. You need some qualities to solve problems. Since problems are inevitable, good leaders anticipate them. There's a story about David Livingston, the missionary to South Africa, that illustrates the kind of attitude leaders need. A mission organization wanted to send helpers to Dr. Livingston, so its leader wrote, "Have you found a good road to where you are? If so, we want to send other men to join you." Livingston replied, "If you have men who will come only if they know there is a good road, I don't want them. I want men who will come even if there is no road at all." No leader can simultaneously have his head in the sand and navigate his people through troubled waters. Effective leaders face up to the reality of the situation. Leaders must continually see the big picture. They cannot afford to be overwhelmed by emotions. The majority see the obstacles, the few see the objectives. History records the success of the latter, while oblivion is the reward of the former. Richard Solma once advised, "Never try to solve all the problems at once. Make them line up for you one by one." If you are faced with a lot of problems, make sure you really solve the one you are working on before moving on to the next one. Effective leaders understand the peak-to-peak principle. They make major decisions when they are experiencing a positive swing in their leadership, not in the dark times. Rob Christian said, "I never decide whether it is time to retire during training camp." He knows not to give up when he is in the valley. When you come face to face with a problem, how do you react? Do you ignore it and hope it will go away? Do you feel powerless to solve it? Or do you tackle them willingly? Each time you solve a problem, you get a little better at the process. But if you never try, fail, or try again, you would be never good at it. In the end, I would like to tell you the example of boxer Gene Tunney. Tunney won the World Heavyweight Championship by beating Jack Dempsey. Most people didn't know that when Tunney started his boxing career, he was a power puncher. But before turning pro, he broke both his hands. His doctor and manager told him he would never be a world champion as a result. But that didn't deter him. If I can't become a champion as a puncher, he said, I'll make it as a boxer. He learned, and he became one of the most skillful boxers ever to become champion. Never allow others to put obstacles in the pathway to your dreams. If there is a problem, there is a solution. Thank you so much for listening.